Hey guys, Heavy Arms 45 here. Now, out of all the movies that I've seen, I can't believe that we let V for Vendetta be the future of America that we are in right now. Now, I know if you watch V for Vendetta, you remember the 5th of November. And great line, great conversation. It's such a good. But do you remember what the story was of what happened to America? The story of what happened to America is that the British apparently made a virus. And when they made a virus, they basically passed it around the world. And because of this virus, it affected England and it affected America. And America, after all this stuff, became a leper colony where no one dealt with them. And while England felt themselves to be, upright and upstanding, under the High Chancellor, figured that, because of their religious purity, they were better than anyone else. And because of, if they're able to keep these strict religious codes, maybe they'll be able to fight off this virus. And that's what the chancellor wanted, because that's why he put the virus out there, and that's how they got a cure in England, but there wasn't one for America. So that's what I'm talking about. America in the whole thing for V for Vendetta is a leper colony. They're considered, because they were so paganistic, they weren't able to live, they weren't able to survive this virus. And we have our virus that we're living through it, but like I kind of said last week, we're at 140, almost 150,000 people that have passed away from this. Millions have gotten it. I've found out that I've had a few family members pass away from it. This thing is real serious in America. And everyone's playing around like this a game, telling people to go to work. It's okay to go to work. Disney World taking 15% off so you can go there. Everyone's like, hey, we need to get out. We need to make money. We need to do this. And I work at a job where I'm what they consider an essential employee. I have to be there, and I respect having that job. Don't get me wrong. But I feel like everyone does need to be out here, and there are other countries that have decided to shut down, that have been able to sustain themselves without having to be in a way desperate like we seem like we are right now. And maybe that's just me talking. But yeah, it's interesting to look at how America's looking right now, because the amount of people getting it has gone up. And I'm praying for them, because you know some of the people, they're trying to be smart, they're wearing their masks and all stuff, but somehow, maybe someone in their family, some that somebody touched it, they touched it afterwards, gets them infected, and next thing you know, they're trying to figure out what they're going to, like, how can they survive being in the hospital. And we don't have enough hospital beds in several cities, states, and everything like that to handle stuff like this. I heard at one point that in one state they're talking about having a death panel where they're going to be sitting there trying to figure out exactly who can. Basically, they're playing triage. Who can we save and who can we not save? And the people that they can't save, they don't go ahead and let them go back home. I can't remember right now what state that is, but they're no, it's something that has been talked about. If they do it, is a totally different thing. But I do want to say that what the president wanted happened. We are alone. You know, he first started off talking about America first, and well, America first, America last, because as I understand, we cannot go anywhere now. There's an embargo on America to go to anywhere in Europe, some Asian countries. So we are locked in our very own state. So we have to basically crap where we eat it right now because no one is letting us go anywhere. So if you had a plan to go to Paris for your anniversary or something this year, your 20th anniversary, something like that, not gonna happen. You were planning on going to Italy for, see the Eiffel Tower and have the family have a good time. Can't do that. If you're planning on doing any type of mission work outside of America, can't do that. No one wants us outside of America. We are by ourselves. And I don't even know if, when it comes to this, if it goes as deep as to our imports and exports. Can we even get stuff imported to us since there's an embargo? Because that means that people have to. You couldn't come actually to America because anyone that would come to America can't leave out of America then. So, like what? You meet them like we'll meet y'all in the middle of the Atlantic. We'll throw it to y'all. Like our machine, you take a machine, take it off our stuff and put it onto y'all boat. But we not getting nowhere near America. That's a question. Will the import export business work out this way? And I'm sorry if I'm being serious, but I'm like, these are serious times. Like, people are getting sick. And I'm not going to say it for no reason, but I will say that a lot of people are playing games with people's lives. These are, it's not just about politics, it's about lives. And the amount of lives we lose, the more lives we lose, the more time where you have people getting upset. And when it's time for the election to happen, which everyone knows is coming, you're going to have people that want to say, hey, maybe because this person do something, maybe I'll find somebody else to do. You'll have a lot of people also that's probably willing to take a stand and say, hey, let's go ahead and, I'm going to stand on redoing just about everything. We are going to reform do reforms on, let's say, the police. We don't do reforms on the way we deal with getting our money and protecting our people. Because the thing about being a elected member is that you're there because of the people. And if the people don't feel like you're watching them, they're going to pick someone else. I don't care if you're a Democrat or Republican. If you're not doing your job, they're going to try and find somebody else that will. Like you, the hoe that's not willing to do what the guy wants to do, he will find someone else. And I'm sorry I call the imaginary woman a hoe, but like a lot of people say, if you're not willing to do what your boyfriend wants, he probably will find somebody that will. And that's what's gonna happen here. If senators or representatives are not willing to find somebody, to do what's necessary to keep their people safe and, alive, they're going to have to find somebody else that will. And, because I don't want us to end up being a leper colony because of some virus that apparently the rest of the world has figured out how to bend the curve, but we don't want to be like them. Why we don't want to be like them? Because they were successful. We can't, like, I understand we like to be number one and stuff, but being number one at like failing at doing our job is not something that I want to do. Like, we're in the process of trying to save lives. That's our job. I mean, anyone's job in America is to try and make sure that we save as many lives as we can. If you're a police officer, your job is saving lives. If you're a parent, your job is saving lives. Your children's lives. Any person who has a job or does anything, your job is to make sure that people do their job but safely. If people can't be safe in doing their job, that job might not be needed. And like I said, I'm a essential worker, and I'm saying, you know, you gotta watch out. You gotta be careful. You gotta watch. Um, I probably had just had this one demonetized for all the stuff I just said, but this is something serious. And I try not to be serious, and I'll probably be less serious next video, because y'all come here for um entertainment. I want to say y'all want to hear stories about me talking about Pathfinder, Dungeon Dragon, whichever one you want to call it, talking about anime, talking about movies, and this one started off about movies, but I don't want the leper colony type stuff from V for Vendetta. So that's why I'm being serious for a moment and talking about this time warning. Well, I got onto my soapbox for a second. I think I'm gonna let y'all think about this. If you have time, and I would love for y'all to check out my friends on Twitch that are doing shows. And yeah, I'll catch y'all later.